We've been on a journey. We started with a system that was all in my head, moved to pen and paper, then to a spreadsheet, and now to a team with my new hire, Jim. In this final introductory video, I want to define what a complete system looks like and recap what we've learned. This will be the foundation for the rest of the series, where we'll deep dive into real challenges of working with people and designing a system of collaboration. Going through the example that we went through together, I started my rental property management business from renting one bedroom apartment in one floor. My business was going well. I upgraded to the entire unit on one floor. I bought the entire building with three units, and then I own multiple buildings in the same street. I started with only having verbal agreement with everything in my head, relying on my memory, which led to potential friction with my friend Alex, which required me to come up with a new tool, the contract, which helped me drive and avoid the awkward conversation, especially around late payment and damage to properties. As my business grew, I had more tenants. I could not keep up with having everything in my head, and I had to switch to pen and paper, and that was great. As my business continued to grow, I could not keep up with having so many pieces of paper with my ineligible handwriting sometimes, having to find information all the time. As my business continued to grow, even my refined processes and tools could not help me as effectively because there was just one of me. That's when hired Jim. To summarize, there are three core components of a system: people, process, and tools. System is built to serve the people who use it, whether it's just me or the entire team. People are the most important part. They bring expertise, energy, and they are the users, the actors of processes and tools. If people are not happy, they cannot execute as well the processes and the tools. If people are unclear, again they cannot execute processes and tools. So people is a very important part of system. Process is the how. It is the set of repeatable steps that get a job done. We went from a process of handling things as they come to a clear process for collecting rent, handling maintenance, and communicating. Tools are what we use to execute these processes. We started only with my memory and a flip phone and then upgraded to pen and paper, then spreadsheet, and eventually to tools for a team, me and Jim. The key takeaway is that these three pillars don't exist in a vacuum. Great tools are useless with bad processes, and perfect processes are useless if the people aren't supported. The best systems have these three pillars working together in harmony. As we saw in the last videos, system is never truly done. A good system has a built-in feedback loop for continuous improvement. We always start from identifying a problem or inefficiency, then we adapt the system to solve it, whether changing process, tools, or people. Once implemented, we review and learn from this change. Then the cycle repeats. This continuous loop of improvement is what keeps a business healthy and adaptable. It's the engine that will allow our systems to grow as our business grows, especially as our team gets bigger. The reason why this is the last video in the series because we can continue to identify things that are missing from our people, processes, and tools in this rental property management business. But the idea is as long as we have the mindset of continuous improvement, we can always continue to make these three pillars better. We have now built a foundational understanding of what a system is. But the most difficult and rewarding part of this journey is yet to come. It's about building a system that makes the people feel safe and supported at work so they can be the most effective players, actors, doers of the processes and the tools that make the business run. You can have the best tools and the most efficient processes in the world, but if your people don't feel empowered to use it, the system will fail. In our next series, we'll dive into why people are the most important part of any system and how to build a team where everyone feels safe, respected, and heard. Stay tuned.